Let's say I'm a new brand partner and I want to share or demonstrate patches on someone else or with someone else. What do you recommend a new brand partner use, and how would you recommend they demo the patch?
Yeah, so the first thing is a new brand partner coming in. What's been extraordinarily successful has been introducing them to X39. By far, X39 has the most benefits of any one of our other products. And most people will get very, very good benefits from just using X39. That's on individuals that are generally healthy. And it's so incredibly simple to use just for overall health in terms of applying on the back of the neck or applying below the belly button. So a new brand partner coming in could start just with X39, and they could expect to get measurable results with that. They might start feeling more energy, better night's sleep within about the first 24 hours. Now, when we do our studies, we're going to look at the first 24 hours, the first week, the first month. So we want people to use the product for at least a month so they can experience all the benefits. This is a good time to point out that an individual's diet and overall lifestyle really matter here. So if someone is eating fast food, they shouldn't expect to have the best health, and just putting the patches on is not going to be their best strategy. So they should work with their healthcare practitioner to clean up their diet, look at techniques like intermittent fasting, make sure they're getting enough water, not consuming stimulants, and also getting adequate exercise. Having that foundation of diet, exercise, getting enough sleep is so critically important to overall health. And then when you're adding products like the patches, then people can start to really dial their health in and expect better results. One other comment on that for new brand partners is that if they apply X39, they may get results with that. However, what we found through practical experience is that if they apply a product like Eon, that is going to help improve energy flow, and they'll get faster results with X39. So we've seen through practical experience that the use of X39 and Eon together is extraordinarily powerful.
All right. Many people are looking for a regimen to help elevate their wellness 24 hours a day. Do you have a morning and night regimen suggestion, especially for the newbie, the person that's just getting into patching? What would you recommend they do morning and night to keep that wellness happening all day?
So this is going to depend on where they are with their health and what their goal is. So someone that, let's say, is in their 20s may have a very different goal than someone in their 60s, 70s, 80s. So it would be first very important to establish what the desired goal is. It's not sufficient to say, well, I just want to be healthy. Well, okay, do you need to lose some extra body fat? Have you been a smoker for 20 years? These are very important questions. The good news that I would impart to anyone is that there are numerous natural supplements that are available to complement the use of the patches for dealing with any number of different health problems. So, for example, one of the things that I very often promote is olive oil. I also promote herbs like curcumin, which is an extract from turmeric. So olive oil, which is very rich in polyphenols, antioxidants, incredible longevity benefits. So if someone wants to use our patches, they should first take a look at their diet and their lifestyle and their objectives, and then look at adding in natural materials like olive oil as an example. But for patching, let's just say for the moment, we're working with someone that's in their 40s and they want to improve their overall health. Maybe they want to have better body composition, so they're starting to exercise. So they want patches for improving strength and stamina. Let's say that was the objective. They would start with X39, and they could use X39 for the first 1-3 months, whatever they prefer, and see how they do with that product. Put it on in the morning, take it off at night. And they may find that that patch resolves a lot of the issues that they were looking at. In other words, they apply the patch and they find out that it's a very good aid for supporting sports performance. They find out that it's improving the energy flow through body, so they get more energy. It helps improve the quality of their sleep. Could turn out for them that that's all they need. If they want to go and explore some of the possibilities, they could add X49, they could add the carnosine patch, and these products have been shown to support sports performance as well. So if they wanted to add additional patches, adding X49 or carnosine to X39 is another direction. They should also consider adding the Celergize morning formula, because that's going to contain all the nutrients that someone needs to get the best results with our patches. So that's something to consider as well.
And then what about at night? What do you recommend in the evening and to sleep in? Do you ever recommend X39 at night, or is it mostly silent nights? What's your thinking on through the night during that important recovery period?
Yeah, no, so I definitely would not use X39 at night. If someone did, that's so totally okay. But when we do our studies, it's through the use of X39 during the day. For the evening, they have several choices. They could use Silent Nights, they could use Alabita, they could use the Eon patch. Carnosine is funny. Some people, carnosine has been intended to be used during the day, but some people, when they use carnosine, have told us they had very intense dreams. Some people like that. So we don't have any type of clinical data to, validate that's the effect. It's just anecdotal feedback that we've received over the years. But generally speaking, for improving quality of sleep, the reason I mention Eon is it's for stress reduction. And while it's not designed to directly improve the quality of sleep, what people have found is that because it reduces stress, it can prepare the body for a good night's sleep. But of course, Silent Nights would be our go-to product for improving sleep. We also, of course, have a Celergize evening formula, and that's going to provide nutrients like magnesium, theanine, which will relax the nervous system, taurine, relax the nervous system, and that is a phenomenal aid for naturally improving sleep.
Love it. Okay. Water.
Yes.
Can I swim in my patches or shower? And how does it handle sweat? Because if I'm wearing these every day, I'm going to come in contact with water in some way. Can I wear them in a water situation, either sweating or washing?
So funny you ask, because some of the first athletes to ever use Lifewave patches were Olympic swimmers. So I had the privilege of working with Coach Richard Quick, who was a 6-time United States Olympic swim coach, and he coached the Stanford women's swim team. Absolutely amazing human being, and it was a privilege to know him. So yeah, we've had athletes use the patches, go swimming, no problem at all. And the reason is because the patches are completely sealed. They're stimulating the skin with light. It's not a transdermal patch that's going to try to pass nutrients into the body. So because the patches are completely sealed, if you take a shower with them, no problem at all. What we do recommend is that if someone were to exercise and then they get sweaty, clean the skin and make sure that the skin is clean and dry before applying the patch. So you take a shower in the morning, make sure your body's dry. Then when you apply the patch, it will stick to the skin without any problem.
That is good to know. That is really good to know. Thank you.